Merry Christmas, folks. No travelling this week because it's family are all down, so it's beers in Christchurch. And rather than just pop to the local, it is, as it's Christmas and the time of giving, we're going to pop into as many of the local pubs as we can. And we're starting off in the Olde George Inn, which is a old coaching inn. So you can probably see behind me the little lights as they run down. There's the bar over to one side, and you would ride your horses through, time up, and then pop in for a pint, which is what we've done minus the horses. We've got a Durdle door. This is by Jurassic Brewery. They're based in Weymouth, which is the end of the railway line for us from London. Give us a try. £4.95, I think. Cheers. Oh, there's a lovely malt to that. Barman was giving it the hard sell, saying it was fresh on, and it tastes as fresh as anything. Nice sort of like biscuity backbone into it. It's nice and sweet and smooth, and it poured really nicely. We don't have sparklers on our taps down here, but the head was like pretty decent. It's disappearing quite quick. A lovely slight malt, slight fruity taste to it as well, which is pretty decent. Cracking pub. It's a huge beer garden because it's the old coaching inn. There's loads of outside space. If you come in here and it's a bit cold, inside space is a little bit restricted. But if not, right in the centre of Christchurch, the Olde George Inn. Superb. On to the next one. Cheers.
Now the calendar's just one page. Of course I am excited. Tonight's the night I've set my...
Merry Christmas from the Crafty tap. We're on a pint of what apparently is a mild. But have a look at that. This is Boscombe Brewing Company. 5.7% is a mild. They called it an American mild, but I don't think Americans drink mild. Well, let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh, it tastes like a porter, like a stout. Loads of bit of coffee, nice and smooth. Toffee. There's a lot of carbonation going on in that. That's quite a weird beer. I think Boscombe Brewing Company, which is Christchurch, Boscombe down along the seafront. I think he's struggling to describe exactly what he's doing. It's nice. It's not a mild, but it's a good beer. Crafty tap, awesome as always. Tucked on the main roundabout in Christchurch High Street. Pop in there. Ben and Jules will always look after you. They've got like 10 beers. Got loads of stuff. Anything you want. It'll be superb. If there's an American mild, approach it with caution. Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
He has provided me with the world's smallest turkey, already in the oven, nice and hot. Oh damn, guess what I forgot? So on with the boots, back out in the snow to the only all-night grocery. When what to my wondering eyes should have...
Back upstairs in the Snug, which you might see on previous Christchurch videos, is a Drop the Anchor brew house. They're based just up in Hampshire, like literally just over the border from here. You could probably walk it if you were thirsty enough. Specialise in porters, and he's done a festive once. This is a hazelnut and orange. All his stouts tend to be 6%, so I think he might make a base stout and then mix stuff in. So let's see what this smells like. Not get much hazelnut. There's a bit of orange, but like a chocolatey orange type of smell. That sort of like just mixed in. So let's give it a try now. Cheers. Oh, that's strange. There's a bit of orange in there. It's very, very subtle, and I suppose it's like a hazelnutty type chocolate. Not what I expected. I thought it was going to be smack kick you in the mouth orange, but it's quite subtle. As always, for a 6% beer, very, very dangerous. I drop the anchor, grab him one here, and then we'll kick on to somewhere else. Cheers. We're in the Ship. So the Ship is an old school pub on the high street of Christchurch. It was very, very traditional. It's had a bit of a tiki overhaul these days. It's called Ship on the Woks. It does do some nice bits of Thai food. But we're in here for a pint. So this is a HSB by Giles. That stands for Horndean Special Bitter. And Giles were like a brewery in Hampshire. Until about 1845, something like that, they started brewing. This is done by Fuller's these days. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Classic English best bitter toffee, slight bit of fruit, a bit like that Christmas cake that doesn't taste very nice, and everyone just has the icing over the top. Very, very similar to that. This tasty though. Thoroughly enjoying it in here. Stop these back and we're off to somewhere else. Cheers. Welcome to Soho, folks. We've got a pint of Hicks, which we've had before out in Salcombe. It's by St Austell over in Cornwall. Really nice traditional 5% ale. Cheers. Oh, glassware's a little bit odd. That's lovely, toffee, smooth. Hits the spot. Soho's like a bit like a pizza restaurant now. It's on the main high street, just tucked in by the Priory, and do some nice bits of beats. They tend to have one cask ale, but then you can get stuff in bottles or cask and then Guinness and all the rest of it. And it used to be quite funky at night. Over at the back you can see the ruins of the castle from the garden, which is quite nice. So fully recommended. It's right next to the Snug, so if it's raining or it's cold, it's a quick short dash from one to the other. Cheers. Ringwood Best, which used to be called, they got bought out I think by Marston's, didn't they? And then Marston's changed it from Best to something called Razorback, which is a really weird thing to call, like a 4% beer. But yeah, there's a rebellion and they've stuck the old pipe pumps on. Cheers. Very subtle, a little bit watery, but toffee, caramel, it's quite nice. £5.60 a pint, I think that's you can, in the Tom Strip, but it's absolutely rammed in there. There's loads of Amazon football on, so people heaving in our hands. We've had to nip out into the garden and it's a little bit chilly. We'll swap these back, try somewhere else. Cheers.